Hey, how's it going? So we've all been here before. You know what I'm about to do. So I'm going to shorten this trailer. We're going down to 8U. We've got 2 4s, and then I guess actually I'll just sort of try and chop out this middle piece. So that's 4, that's 4. This is now the front of my trailer. Then I will grab this piece, and I probably don't need as much of it from here. Then come back and plop that in there. And I guess I'm going to be losing the spare wheel and the toolbox for this one. Get rid of all that, and then we'll move the mud flaps back, or the fenders. I think we're going to go with 1 axle on this trailer, and we'll be doing 1 up the front. I might just try and switch where the spare wheel and the toolbox are with the axle. Then take this bit and send it back as far as I can, but I would kind of like it to go back a bit further. Bring it back to there, and then I think get rid of that internal piece. Grab all this back. Yep, just act like nothing happened. Then get rid of all of this. Maybe not that piece. I'm not so sure about this. I need to like get the fenders off this piece, so I might actually have to... How's that gonna work? Because I still want that bit in there to be able to rotate. So maybe I just need to move the pivot. Oh, I totally used my whip. So I can move just the subtat, and then instead of this one here needing to be so big, we don't have this many connectors anymore. We only got 4 sets. 1, 2, 3, so I can get 5, 6, 7, and 8 can all go away. And then got 1, yeah, it fits in a 2x3. But it almost definitely won't be able to get any of this stuff under here. Almost definitely. But I could probably open up a lot of it. Man, if I had a HCLI logo that was on a 3, then I could put it on top of the fender. I think it's just a bit too chonk. A bit too chonk to be on 3. 3x3. This bit needs to be able to spin around completely, so I don't think I can get away with filling any of the gap up. I don't know. I don't know. Well, that's not good. If that's how it's going to spawn in. It's very bulky, isn't it? Very bulky. I'm not sure what's stopping these pivots from going around. Oh, okay. Well, that explains that. And for here, the grid order is a bit messed up. So let's see. I think I just need to delete everything and then paste it onto a new grid. So I'll just cut and paste it and then see if I can see how it works with a truck. So this has taken me about 15 minutes. I don't know if it's a good outcome or not. I think I probably could put some rails. I'd only get like a 5 long rail under there, so maybe it's not even worth it. I think the fenders are actually kind of interesting. And this actually works, which is also interesting. Why does this work? I mean, does the subtat work? Yep, okay. Huh. I think the fenders could be done better, but I don't know a good way to do them. This feels like not good. It feels bad because it was so quick, and because I was more or less just taking things away. Like, it's lost a lot of the mass. It's lost a lot of mass, basically, is the only way to sum it up. Because it didn't have much mass in the first place. So do they look okay together, though? It looks kind of like they belong together. And I think it's mostly just the color. Something's gone wrong there in the front. Oh yeah, I can also get rid of the front two instrument panels on there. I don't know, it's probably one of those ones that you just have and it's like that weird trailer that you don't talk about. I don't like it. I kind of like it, but I think it was a bad result. It's like extremely low effort and it feels bad because of that. I guess it's technically done though, so I don't know. Moving on. Moving on. Probably the last kind of trailer I really want to get done is this one. This was a really complicated amount of XML. And I really liked that there's this in the back, so you can actually crawl up in there. And where are the buttons? You lift it up. That's all XML'd as well to hide all the, like the funnel, and then yeah, there's so many XML'd wedges and things all over here. And this one's got some fake pistons in here, which actually work pretty well. And I think it's got a hardpoint lock as well. So it locks in when it's down. These trailers are really heavy as well. Realistically, like, this trailer is absolutely fine how it is. If I were going to do anything to it, I would just change the axles out and the sides out. So let's just give it a little bit of an update. Maybe paint it a different color. I did see someone modified it and made like a longer version with 4 axles. I could do a longer version as well. I like this size though, because this can hold a lot. And I really don't like that. I don't like having subtat over a cable. I think I'm just super lazy and I want it to all just like connect and do its own thing. Delete these wheels. These are actually kind of pretty close to the setup I had with like the end effectors and stuff. Oh, and I probably, oh no, the ride height should be okay on this one. I probably actually built it with that in mind because this is the kind of thing that's going very off-road. I bet you I actually just got lucky. And it just happens to line up like that. All of this needs to go. I can get rid of these weight blocks. Can flatten that off, bring it in line with some of the newer style. Get rid of this one. Put the new lights in there. And these are the ones with the like bad painting on them. This barrel can go. Friction pad. Friction pad 3. Yes. Oh, I didn't even use gearboxes here. Who would have thought? I mean, that kind of shows the age of it. It is really weird, actually, because it's all like already got this thing to bring it down. Like all the height on it is already at the correct level. Now, what am I deleting? Is it important? It does not look important, and then the next one up, it doesn't look important either. I might leave that wedge there, and then what I'll do, you put a opposing wedge, and then the legs will have to just spin around, face the other way. So we take this, push U. So legs need to, I think they just need to flip around, you know, just the, and I guess I'll need to change the value on them as well. But I can also change the legs to be weight blocks this time. And I might actually just replace that with a full block. Oh, but no, this just needs to completely come down. The whole pivot, the whole legs situation needs to come down. Or go into like a gap like there, but I wonder if I just get rid of all that, fill it in, grab these legs, see how these would go in. Yeah, because I mean, doing it just giving myself a new style means that it makes it a lot easier. Wow, what was I doing with these controllers? I think this one, yeah, the tip one can stay, but the one I was using for subtat seems like it's a bit messed up. I might have a look at it, see how different it really is. It's like identical in size, but it has one more input. I think that's the real thing, it's just got one more input. And that was like a switch box, which just let you connect a cable instead of relying on the signal going through the trailer hitch. I'll add trailer steering onto this one. Even though this is not really the kind of trailer you would have steering on. I'm going to connect it anyway. I'll just take all my old trailers, I'll paint them a different color and then change the number on them. That'll boost my numbers, get me up to 100 trailers. Oh yeah, it says up here, I can get rid of that then. Then you just come along and you pick a slightly different color. I really like this, it's like a wine kind of color. Maybe it could be a bit more orange or something. We'll go with that one. 38. Oh, that's such a scam. Trailer legs. This one is much heavier than any other trailer. It's got 2,448 coal in it. It's probably similar weight to like a fluid trailer. Perhaps this style, but longer, and I think you could get like a walkway thing at the end of it. I've seen a couple of trailers like that. I really like the back on this though. Like, this trailer is probably one of my better ones. I'll release this. Wow, that's smushed up the suspension. I'll put this one in and say like, yeah, this is a new updated version that's got the improved guards and the improved axles. The colors are all a bit munched though. Maybe I can do something better though with the tipping system. Man, I remember this being such a pain to like set up though, so I don't really want to. I don't want to give up what I've already created. Well, let's see. So if I go, I don't know if like doing a really long one is a good idea. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a normal container. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's just massive. So somewhere in between, 1, 2, 3, 4. 12U. So let's get the trailer part done then. A bit with the wheels. So if you think about how this one works, I need to have the gap there. There needs to be a gap because that's where the hitch will be. We'll go 4 axles on this one. And then there'll be like the controls up there. Let's see if I can find a picture. See, like, typically these kind of trailers are quite short, and they seem to have the same kind of stepped up system that I already had. Maybe I could do the piston the other way though. I mean, the piston is just fake anyway. I could make one that doesn't have those angled pieces on it. Yeah, there's a real problem with using these hinges. They're just so fat. If I use the smaller pivots, I guess this is 400 motor, whatever that means. And then 2 of them would be 200. They also seem to hang quite far back from where any fenders would be. Oh, you know what? I could use the same kind of styling that I used for 25 or whatever it is. You know, this whole thing has gone very downhill since I first started making these. I peaked in the beginning. I think it was this one. It's like flat along the fenders. Right, so I've got like the top of the fender, and then I do this like wedge up thing. Maybe it would be more here. Wait, how does this work? And then this piece pivots up. I need another trailer. Yep, okay. This is suddenly a very small looking trailer that could be much longer. I could go to 16U if I wanted. What is 16U? It's 29 times 2 plus 3? 61? Oh, wow. Okay. That is ridiculously long, though. Maybe I should do that. So that top piece will be able to rotate up. The whole bottom, that doesn't need to be this wide. A lot of the time it's, it looks like they're quite narrow. And I could use tracks to sort of simulate or emulate that idea. Like they don't... Oh, why am I going low then? No, but they all do this, right? They all seem to go low and then poke up. They all come along. Then they hit some kind of wedge. And then they go along some more. And that's like the frame of the trailer. Okay, so I've just enclosed the whole bottom section with the wheels. We've got these little fender caps and then a big sort of panel to cover up the top of that. And then all the wheels are covered in with their own little enclosure. the frame comes up and I can put the legs back in there. Maybe I could make it a bit wider. Nah, this is a good width. I think this is a good width. And also, there's nothing saying that the legs actually have to pivot up the whole way. They can be on an angle. What do I do though about where the pivots go? I'll just do that. Just do that and just pretend. I would like it to be more like that maybe. Oh yeah, that's kind of cool. Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah. I think those legs need to be a bit longer though. Friction pad. Then, that's like the majority of the framing done. I'm going to override 38 with a shorter version of this. So we're getting all new. All new. Yeah, I need a way to pivot the whole system now. I think I might have to cut off a little bit of the end. How much mass do you think those pivots can push up? Because this is now like the bed. Oh, but it goes... Yeah, it'll have to just kind of carry on, I think. Like this down the side. And then it will just go up and over. Like nothing happened. And then maybe I can put a huge piston in this front section. So all the wedges and stuff on this are just extremely well done. So I think I'm going to steal most of that. I don't mean to toot my own horn. I don't want to like give up on something if it's being done really well, you know? I would rather embrace the greatness. It still needs this like thing here so that it doesn't impact on where the hinges are. So it might be a good idea to just commit to the pivots. Figure out how to get pivots on there. There's just too much XML in here to try and rebuild it, I think. Better to just copy it over and get rid of the bits that don't quite fit. I do like these wedges though, so I want to try and keep that. And I like the door. Yeah, I like everything on this one. I think it just turned out really well. Yikes. Huh, I mean I could do a yellow one, a yellow version. Flip the colors. Yeah, I'm just going to use that back section and then cut the side sections out as well, because getting this to line up with all the hoppers, that is a nightmare. Huh, why is it wider as well? Oh, it's just a wedge on the very outside like that. Huh. Then I think I use lots of little ones. Yep, there's heaps of little ones below there. Remember, this one's way heavier as well because it's like twice as long. So I think hinges, right? It's 400. That's 800. If I use pivots, it's still going to be 800. I mean, the motor force. If I put it like that, like this, so pluses, no, like this, pluses up. Plus arrow is up. Ugh. And then merge that. I don't know how happy it's going to be about that. Is there any new blocks? Do we have any new parts that I didn't have when I made it that might give me a better wedge? Nope, I don't think so. Just thinking about this top section. Well, it's very similar. Very, very similar. Oh, I remember this being sort of the length dictated by the amount of hoppers that you could chain up together. I might run into an issue here. It's not bad. It's not bad. And then obviously once you get up to here, you kind of have to level off that piece. So you lose all your capacity under here. It's just hollow. The only way to get around that is to just make the trailer taller. Some of them actually look like they come up at the front anyway. And then they have things that go over the truck. The problem with that in Stormworks is you never know how long someone's truck is going to be. Let's grab this. Let's grab that. It's just the same thing, isn't it? I've just built it all again. But way longer and maybe not as good. Yeah, this is one of those situations where it's like you feel like maybe you're just building the same thing, but the original one was just like what I wanted, so there is no improvement. I mean, I know that sounds bad, but when you know what you want and you do it right the first time, the only difference would be like the piston system for lifting it up. So you take I think it's this one, mineral duct. Yeah, and so if you put it in the middle there, then you can connect to the sides on it. And then that's technically connected to the very end. And there we go, that's the limit. Copy and paste the side over, that's all nice and easy. So I think I can most likely keep it quite wide through there. And then a piston. Because I've got all this space up the front, I could carve out like a hollow and have a nice big rocket piston in here. And then when it extends, it'll extend and that'll go up. And you'll see the piston moving through here, through the bottom. Some of them have like a piston that just goes straight up the back. Well, let's paint what I need to paint. And do I want to try and figure out how to put on a little thing around the front? But yeah, some of them have like little platforms in the back here with rails and things on them. I don't know, that seems unnecessary. Unnecessary and complicated. I think there's limits on this. I don't think it'll just keep going up and up and up. Yeah. So it limits out where the 1x2 wedge angle is, which I guess is like a third or something. So can I make a piston that will go from there up to there? Seems unlikely. This is huge. Why do you need a tipper that can tip that much? Would a real life tipper go up that high? That seems silly. That must be why they're so short. It's just like because you would never send the tipper all the way up. Oh well, it works. And so then all I need is to connect the funnel, which I'm keeping from the system. And the hard points, the mineral total, you can just grab off any of them. All of them connected will count up. So tip lock is on hard points on the other one, I think. Whereas, yeah, so the releasing hard point is on the internal frame. Yeah. I mean, It's like, it doesn't matter how hard I try. If there's a style that I like to build in, I'm just kind of subconsciously, and even like, you know, like, I don't know how to explain this. I'm just going to veer towards that style regardless of what I try to do. Yep, I think I just need to put a big old piston in there. I'll try and carve it out a bit, I think. This piece will need to be solid for a section because it needs the connector on it. So if you think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it in. Bring it in. And then I can probably get away with something like that, or I'll do it like that, I suppose. And then what I want is probably all of this section to be like a cutout to here, yeah, to where it needs to be meeting up with this wedge. So in here needs to be a big fake piston. And I could push this back even further, I think. Yep. I can go all the way back. It'd be really good if you could put wedges on wedges. So from bottom to top. Man, I don't think that's going to work, you know. You'd be using... I want it to be one single piston. So you'd be using these hinges. So that's on the top one. It's on the bottom one, and then you need to clear this. So I guess this goes the whole way as far as it can go, and then this piece connects to there as far as it can go. Turn all the power off for that. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's like trying to kill itself, I think. It's maybe a little bit too short, which I could probably give it another block. Ah, it might work. That might work. So we'll bring it back towards the front because that's where the excess is. I can move this, right? Shuffle this along. Just everything goes back. I want it to extend and have a little bit of leeway on that track. And that looks like... Man, that's crazy. It is exactly one block. So, I don't know. If I want it to be real accurate, I could get rid of that and it would be exact. That is very good. I like that a lot. So now I need to turn this into a fake piston that can fit under here and not look horrible. It'd be good if I pushed it up one more, so I guess I'm doing that. piston's good. Very good. Could be a little bit better. Yeah, actually that works. Just something to break up the flat bottom. I wonder if I should put a reset button on there. Or even up here, a reset button. Doesn't really bother me if there's no reset. I think, you know, take the time and put it down yourself. Yeah, I think that's done. Apart from, like, all this stuff. That's not done. Okay. What was this? 39. One, two, three, four. I think I'll put them four in. Four in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so I need to connect to this red part. Oh, yep. Yep. So this will actually be back one. And then I might as well make it the same. Push that back one. Oh, maybe I can go up. Yeah, that'll work. And then it's a straight shot across with a pivot. Ooh, maybe I'll do that. I did like how it looked on the on that container trailer with the using the 1x2s to hang everything and like set it all up. I think it looked quite interesting that it was really long. And then I think put some extra side markers in. There we go. Trailer 39. There might still be some things to tweak on this, but I think it's done. It's so long. Such a long trailer. Does that spacing on the side panels look right? Kind of looks not right. Doing a whole 67 kilometers. I think that's just the resistance on the wheels. You know what? I will change that. Let's get rid of this. Spawn it in again. So I've changed all the wheels to grip factor 1 instead of 4. Because if you think about it, what is that? That's 16 wheels. I kind of want to move these buttons back to where the legs are. Because I think if you're like going underneath the trailer to connect and turn off stuff, then having them just where you pop out is kind of better. I don't think it's going any faster with a low grip factor. It might just make the tires squeal a bit more. It's so heavy, it's just overpowering the truck. I think it does actually need the higher grip factor. If you jam on the brakes like that and you've got the low grip factor, then that's probably what caused it to do that slide. Man, that's a big piston. That's a ridiculous piston. It suits the size, I guess, but it's massive. The whole thing is crazy how big it is. Well, I think that's it for today. What I want to do is take the previous trailer, so the shorter one, and get rid of it and use this one and just shorten this. Because it's got the piston, it's got the cutout, all the base is done correctly. It's kept all the bits I liked from the old one and added all the new functionality from my new trailers. So yeah, I think I'll just do a bit of tweaking, nothing too major. So this might be the end of the Patriot project. I think it's nearly all ready for release. I'll just do some minor touch-ups and tweaks, and then I think it can all go out. So thanks for watching. I'll see you later.